Hey everybody, Jack Willard here, wanting to tell you about Midnight Ramblings. A little more edgy, a little more different. Of course, if you see it in the replay at 12 noon and your young children are around, it's not my fault. Don't watch it then. I mean, they're running Bill Maher now on CNN in full lace profanity. I don't know. I saw it at 1 o'clock in the morning last night, and I'm glad I did because it gave me a video that I just put up on John Meacham. John Meacham was one of my heroes, no doubt about it. Right up there with the former governor, John Kasich. And boy, did those two guys let me down. Don't have faith in men. You think they're a certain kind of person, then you find out they're not. And it's sad because you always want to think there are these special historians, commentators, governor, politicians that are really loving and compassionate. And I still think they're out there. I still think they're out there. I think Ron DeSantis is a wonderful governor, although he should let everybody have health care. I would disagree with him on that. I think poor people should be able to go to any hospital in Florida and get any health care they need, not just stabilize them. That's the one area that I guess you could say I remain liberal on because when someone is sick, they need their health care, and sometimes their job doesn't provide it. And sometimes, obviously, the cost is overwhelming. They have lousy health insurance that leaves them with huge debts, and yet they're making, 20,000 a year or less. So no, I don't agree with that, but I do love Ron DeSantis and um, Governor Kristi Noem and many others. There's still some great leaders. Governor Abbott in Texas, for example, and his lieutenant governor, Assistant Governor Patrick, the lieutenant governor, good man too. And so there are some great leaders still out there. But Jim Jordan, an American hero, um, Congressman Comer, and many others. But there's also a brood of vipers, and their club is ever expanding. Anyway, on Midnight Ramblings, we're not just going to talk about politics, but we're going to talk about how special it is to be a night person, for those watching live. It won't be a long show, it won't be too long of a show. I like what Mike Murdoch, the preacher, says. He says, the show's an hour, but sometimes I go a little longer because I get excited. And so if we're really perking, if the percolator is a humming, we might go a little longer. How often will you do this? When I feel in my gut. You'll see it there. If you hit the notification bell, we're on live, well, you'll see the replay, and you can comment there. Maybe you won't want to because I won't always be talking about Bob Joyce. I'm in the frame of mind right now that this is going to be a big year for Pastor Bob Joyce, but I don't want to steal his thunder. I'll comment on it when he does it. When something special happens, when there's any kind of breaking news. But if if I go way down, like a tidal wave, way down, if I do that, screw it. Okay? Screw it. I'm not going to be pushed into doing something that doesn't feel right in my heart. I really actually happen to love Pastor Bob Joyce, and I don't want him saying if I scratch my nose on Sunday, that Willard guy's going to comment on it. There are people in the church that one or two of them are sources, tell you the truth, and one or two of them are actually fans of mine. Cool. But I don't want to be a thorn in his side. Let him tell his story. I know I've said this and I back down because everybody likes it. And we will do a little bit of Bob Joyce. I'm not going to cut off my nose to spite my face, but it's going to be less, and I'm not going to steal his thunder. When I think I have something that needs to come out of his mouth, I'm not going to be the one to say it for him. I can't say I've never been guilty of that, but 6.5 years of this, People like our live shows, but having said that, you know, there's always going to be a diminished viewership when you don't hit your signature topic as much. So we have the signature topic and we have people liking the live shows. In the live shows, we ask you to be respectful, not to come on and argue about everything and with everybody. I have to block you when you do this. Just like if I went on your channel, you should block me. You should block me. See, in radio, it's a whole different thing. Somebody can wait to talk to somebody like Sean Hannity or Mark Levin for an hour and 20 minutes, and they finally get on and they got stuff to say, but it's not stuff that the host wants to hear, or he feels that it's not, this is a big one, it's not playing to the audience. He's not expressing it well. He's expressing it with hate in his heart. He doesn't like the people he's talking to, and so, which is the audience, and you always have to put the big audience first. You always have to put the big audience first. So the guy who's been waiting an hour and 20 minutes, they pull the call in 15 seconds and he's got to be pissed off. But that's how radio works. You have to put the audience first. You have to put the audience first. If you don't like this country, if you have problems with God, and you don't like the Bob Joyce topic, for example, this is not going to be the channel for you. I wouldn't even think of going on someone else's channel that I just didn't like anything they did. And they always want to engage you in private conversations. No, thank you. Does Clay and Buck get on the phone with disgruntled viewers that want to try to hammer their point home? Come on, man, do it on your own channel if you have one. Do it on your own channel. That's all I can say. But I don't mind disagreements. It's just Then I start to hear from people that say, hey, wait a minute, this is too much. This is too much. This is a fun place here. But I'm always interested in talking about serious topics as well. Serious topics, because look what's happening to our country. I hope you check out the John Meacham video, people. People have started to do that. At first, it looked like zero, and I was so depressed, because I put my heart and soul into this. I'm speaking from my heart about a man who I used to revere, a man who used to be one of the guys I would love to listen to. And then he sat on Bill Maher and told me that it's Joe Biden that we need for another term, which really means Kamala Harris. Can we do the math here? Can we see what kind of cognitive decline issues there are? Can you see he's the man who's holding up the Constitution? What? What? Is this invasion of the body snatchers? I don't know, but it seems like that. It seems like that. So you people down in Nashville, where he lives, speak to him in a kind, loving way and say, John, have you lost your bloomin' mind? Have you lost any discernment? Have you lost your news integrity? Have you lost your ability to be an historian? What are you going to say about Joe Biden when you write about him, huh? Are you really, really so in a hate relationship with Trump? You don't understand all the good things that happened and all the bad things that have happened now in the last 3 years, buddy? What the hell happened to you? Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So Midnight Ramblings tonight at midnight East Coast time, and then, of course, available in the replay. People say from time to time, you're a good man, Jack, and even say I'm a godly man. I am not. I am not. I believe that I am born again, but I am a miserable sinner. That I always said that there's only a few topics I could really write about or talk about that I really know about. You know what I'm saying? And one of them has become Bob Joyce. I've added to my repertoire with Bob Joyce. But sometimes announcers are commissioned to do something. Narration. Someone was talking about that. Have you ever thought about doing talking books and stuff like that? I don't have that $1 million voice like James, $1 million, $1 billion voice like James Earl Jones, for example, but I have a voice that people seem to find pleasant. And so, yeah, I have, because you do get those offers. And if I believe in something, even if there are things in it that will make people say, holy crap, holy crap, I can't believe he's doing that. Well, I gotta be me. I've gotta be me, gotta be me. What else can I be if not for me? I'll go it alone. It won't be good for my monetization. I've got to do what I feel is right for me and not for thee. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for singing. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. But, we've had a few people that have left the channel because they thought I was too carnal. That they thought, that I should be, trying to repress my desires and resent those that don't, and all that. And that's not me. I read from the book of Solomon, the Songs of Solomon. My goodness, celebration of sexuality in Songs of Solomon. And then there are those people that have conflicts. I can relate to this. I can relate to a story like that have conflicts. So, if I disappoint you in the future, I'm telling you now, it was not my intention, but I'm not going to be what you think I should be. If you want to come on and hurl chastisement, like it's a bowling ball at my face, okay. There is no condemnation for those in Christ Jesus, but the saints of God, oh, they got more condemnation than McDonald's has French fries. I tell you what. How's that for being veiled and vague and letting you know that, you know, things won't always be like you seem. I've been doing Bob Joyce now for 6.5 years. It's the most fascinating entertainment story of our lifetime, of my lifetime. Even if I'm wrong about everything, it is. So, but I really want to give the man some breathing room. And if I have to put Bob Joyce in the title because that's the only way I'm going to, you know, supplement my retirement, and I need to supplement it, folks. I need you to stay with me. I need you to look at other things. I'm so appreciative when you do. I really am. It makes me feel good. When I saw that people were starting to watch the John Meacham thing that I put my heart into, that I believe with all my heart, soul, and mind, I practically teared up. I'm not going to be a one-trick pony. I have other talents. Okay? I have other talents and I want to express them. And some people will say, Jack Willard, I will never watch you again. You are dead to me. So be it. For those of you that won't, I so appreciate you.